You're in America now, and we don't give a shit about you. You're not our fucking prince. You'll never be king. We hate your wife. Stay at home in your $29 million mansion, all right? Stop getting off on the trauma porn of real suffering in Los Angeles.
That's right. I'm going to ask you this following question. How many of you do you think that Meghan Markle is actually going to get the message? How many celebrities must come out to call out her appalling behavior before she gets it? Do you think she even cares? Do you think she even cares that people can see right through her? Clearly not, because she's back at it again. Saint Meghan is back out giving the hugs, the much needed hugs that are life-saving hugs. Please tell me if I'm being too much of a cynic. But this time, Meghan Markle chose to pop up. Well, actually, it was 3 days ago now. But without Harry. Without Harry. Because Harry no longer, Harry did the obligatory walkabout with her, which has hugely backfired. The interesting part of it all is that the homeowner has written to the Mayor Gordo's office asking him to confirm whether it was his address that Harry and Meghan toured. And to this day, he still has not got a reply. So he's gone to the police to ask the mayor's house to confirm whether or not Harry and Meghan were at his home. Because so far, it's only a reporter who was there who leaked the address. And now that reporter has taken the tweet down. And not only that, he put instead an article, but if you want to view the article, you have to pay for it. The other articles are free, but this article in particular is you have to pay to see it. And I am very sure that Harry and Meghan Markle are getting a cut of that because, of course, nobody can exploit their names other than themselves. You know, there's no such thing as a free dinner when it comes to Harry and Meghan Markle. There is something always so surprising to me, guys. And please, Justine Bateman raised very valid points. Why was Meghan Markle in Pasadena? Why doesn't she go to Crenshaw? Her mom is in Crenshaw. Her mother's house is in Crenshaw. Or Los Feliz, where she was raised. Why Pasadena? She has no connections to that area whatsoever. Or Montecito, her home that's been there for years, because I hear that the neighbors are getting together and actually putting things and donating to less fortunate people. Paris Hilton has done a fundraiser and she's raised over $800,000 or $800,000. And my answer to that is because Meghan knows she doesn't have any raising power. She doesn't have any power to get people to give that amount. Her Sussex squad raised like $50,000. We know that they get most of them. Archwell is basically surviving on one or two donors that gives them like 13 million, 10 million, 6 million. That's it. They don't do any fundraisers. So we see Meghan Markle, of course, keep in mind she's tagged, but her tagging is not allowed to be shown, right? If this woman, if you see a picture of Meghan Markle on anybody's Instagram account or anywhere else, it's with her approval. So we know that she approved for this photo to be leaked, these two photos, and these girls to use this this picture of her and include her in the video. And now Meghan Markle has popped up, and she's using what I feel is something that is, it gives me an ick effect. By the way, guys, I will be putting 2 additional videos today because I have so much to cover about this woman, about her Instagram account being blacklisted. I mean, she should really think silence is golden. And more celebrities, I mean, how TMZ ripped her apart. But it goes beyond just what they said, the guys on TMZ. The reason why this latest walkabout kind of gives me the ick factor is because it reminds me of when Harry and Meghan held that talk at, I believe it was San Isidro Ranch, because they don't even do it at their homes, for the teen suicide. Remember that group of kids? What's really icky about it, to me, please let me know if I'm being too harsh, is that she always picks and chooses little known charities with vulnerable people, like teen suicide. Right now, she's using this Altadena Girls, which is basically, it's literally, guys, brand new. It's been allowed. They've been allowed to donate about 5 days ago. So as soon as Meghan Markle heard about it, because this is there's way to donate, and any donation is always welcome. But this little girl, of course, is focusing on the beauty side of things, how she wants to raise for articles to make girls feel pretty among this tragedy. That's great. But people have to eat. People have to pay the bills. People's houses have burnt down. I understand where she's coming from, because she's thinking like a 14-year-old, like you know what? We also want to feel pretty. I know that. And it's great. But how can you feel pretty if you don't have a home to go to, if you don't have shelter, if you don't know if you'll ever have a shelter to go to, because insurance companies are not, apparently they're being really hard to pay money. They don't want to pay out for the insurance. So there's that. And it'll be months before these people see any kind of money from the insurance companies. So I understand that a lipstick and making it look beautiful, it's important for a 14-year-old, but not for people who really, I mean, all this effort, which is great. Again, it's great, because I'm sure a lot of little girls are going to be happy to receive like a nice little dress and everything. But all that effort could have been used for actual needs like food banks, and a charity is a charity. So here pops Meghan Markle 2 days after this charity basically says that they're allowed to take money and donations, and they're willing for donations. So of course, it's the wealthy Altadena area, to the point that they're so wealthy they had to shut down. They said no more donations accepted, right? This was opened by a 14-year-old girl. And this is the problem that I have. That Meghan Markle uses children as a shield. Parents Network is teen suicide, and she's trashing and banning social networks while being on social networks all along. Again, it's hypocritical, and I have a huge video about that. But the girl that she's seen talking to, that's taller than her, that's the 14-year-old girl with the red hair, down to that she's there. And of course, she has to touch her and hug her. But what's really, really scary about this is that this girl tagged Archwell. And one of her things, of course, and it gets... I don't know, guys. It is very creepy to me, because if you call it out, it's like, this is why Meghan Markle does it. She uses these kids because when you call out her behavior, it makes you feel like you're attacking the charity when that's not the case, but we're attacking her because she uses these little known people. And the reason why she does that is because no reputable charity organization who knows about her reputation would accept anything. So she chooses people who will be desperate to accept any kind of publicity because they don't know any better. Like a 14-year-old teen girl, for example, you know, that's something that kind of pops up at me anyways. So, for example, she goes and says, Altadena girls, we are official. This is literally 5 days ago. We are official. We can now accept donations directly to our organization and make sure that all of these funds get right to the community where it's needed. So many of you have set up your own Venmos and stuff to gather money for us, and we're so grateful. A special thanks to the Archwell Foundation for your support. So I left a comment there and I said, how much did Archwell donate? We will raise to match it. And instead I got this answer from Carrie Lee. Why don't you just give what you can? You don't need to know how much others give before you donate. Actually, you know what? That is a very stupid thing to do, because if Meghan Markle gave a huge amount and people are saying, tell us how much this person donated and we will match it, you would think that they would jump at the chance. We know that Paris Hilton raised $800,000. And the reason why they make that public is so people can go, wow, maybe we can keep giving more. If she raised $800,000, maybe another person is going to say, you know what, Paris, I'll match it. So if they are that interested, or if they really need it, they would have no problem saying it. And then Carrie Lee continues and leaves me a comment that says, we've seen what MNH haters have done to other charities they support. This was set up by a 14-year-old schoolgirl. If Paula wants to donate, she can do so. She doesn't need to know how much others have given. So this is where it goes to the crux of things. This was set up by a 14-year-old girl. How dare you question? Why don't you just donate? Well, the reason for that, guys, is because we have GB News all over all the outlets are saying the following. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry make huge donation amid potential eviction order. Again, this headline is very misleading, because they make it sound that even though Harry and Meghan are at risk of being evicted and evacuated are two separate things. Evicted means that you can't pay your rent, like Doria did, because there's two court cases, one in 1997 and one in 2003, when she went to court and she lost and she had to do partial payment. Eviction means you can't pay your rent and you go on for too long and you get kicked out. That is eviction. And this is GB News. So, but they want to stress that Meghan Markle, in spite of their hardship of almost being about to be evicted, made huge donation. This is GB News, and this is pretty much on all the mainstream media. The donation comes as the couple's California home faces threats from approaching wildfires. Right now, they're in the alert zone, but they're a little bit far away, the fires. So if Meghan Markle is under a lot of alert, why would she leave her children alone with Harry the entire day and go and drive 200 miles? Does that make sense to you? So they continue to say that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have donated to a charity supporting teenage girls affected by the Los Angeles wildfires, whilst facing potential evacuation from their own £23 million Montecito mansion due to the ongoing wildfires in California. And then, of course, they go and say the Duke and Duchess of Sussex Archwell Foundation has supported the Altadena Girls Fire Recovery Fund, a charity initiative launched by a 14-year-old girl. And this is where the ick factor starts. Because you go like, and this is the defense that her Sussex squad has. The charity gave special thanks to the Archwell Foundation on Instagram, prompting royal fans to follow suit with their donations. No. When they thanked Meghan Markle, people had already, this is the thing. Meghan Markle wanted to make it sound that thanks to her, they raised all those funds or all those donations, because people were giving mostly donations like clothes and packages of clothes. I mean, we've seen it. I mean, it is incredible that because nobody picked on the story, and after 2 days of Meghan Markle having been tagged on that website by one of the ladies of that who follows this organization, the news didn't pick on it. It was actually Saint Meghan Markle on Reddit who picked on it. So this is how nobody really is following this woman. But so because she couldn't do that, then she headed over to Town and Country. You know, like, so because nobody had picked on her going around, because apparently this ghoul goes around and wants to make sure people see that she shows up with very expensive bags. I'm not going to mention the name of the store here, but the bags that she was using, she's worked with them before. And apparently they're also featured in the Netflix cooking show. So she was actually walking around making sure that she was seen with the logo of the brand of the bags. And she made sure that the little red-headed girl, who's I believe the founder, came out to greet her, to thank the Duchess for gracing her and coming up with 4 or 5 bags of clothing or whatever she donated. So because this didn't make the news, then because this is Town and Country, guys. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archwell Foundation supports Altadena teen girls' fire recovery. The wording is always very shady. Okay? And they go, Prince Harry and Meghan are dedicated to helping victims of the Southern California wildfires. Of course they are. As deadly wildfires continue to burn in the greater Los Angeles area, California residents, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are continuing to support those who have been impacted. The Archwell Foundation has donated to the Altadena Girls Fire Recovery Fund. TNC can confirm Town and Country. The organization posted on Instagram yesterday a special thanks to the Archwell Foundation for your support. And then, of course, they go and describe that, of course, Altadena Girls was launched by 14-year-old Avery Colvert to support her community. The mission of the Altadena Girls Fire Recovery is simple yet profound: to help young girls regain their sense of self and confidence. The account notes that Avery, witnessing the profound impact on her friends and schoolmates, has embarked on this mission to provide essentials that are crucial to them to feel like themselves again, to feel pretty again. You know, I understand that. You know, she's a teen. That's perfectly normal. We are focusing on gathering clothes, personal items, beauty, and hair care products. The everyday items that allow these teenagers to thrive and carry on amidst challenging circumstances. Again, I'm not knocking her out for it. It's actually cute. By contributing, you help us fund the necessary items that bring smiles back to our teenagers, faces, and a sense of normalcy back to their lives. So that is great. But again, why go to Town and Country? Because nobody picked it. So Meghan Markle chooses a magazine that has been very supportive. Please let me know if I am being a cynic here, because it is really, truly just creepy, guys, to me. I don't understand how this woman doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. And there's 3 or 4 more celebrities that are completely trashing her. As I said, please, I'm going to be posting 2 additional videos today because I got some inside info into her Instagram account and how that letter she wrote, or that meta statement that she wrote about Instagram being a toxic social place, is now backfiring on her. And the story behind TMZ also calling out Meghan Markle. It is pretty brutal. It is pretty brutal. But what do you guys think? Am I being too harsh here? Because this is the problem I have with this woman. Everything is always a secret. Everything is always exaggerated. And when you ask a simple question to how much did she donate, we can raise and match it. I was actually being serious because I wanted to show that to this girl that if Meghan Markle, let's say, made $100,000 donation, maybe we in the Mexican community can raise and match it. But of course, everything is always the biggest donation Meghan Markle has made was to Joe Biden's daughter's spa, which still has not been built. And she donated $250,000. The spa has still not been built, and that's for a feel-good thing. So Meghan Markle is not making donations that are impactful to society. Meghan Markle is not making, for example, life and saving donations. Why Altadena? Go to Crenshaw, go to Compton. Those people actually really need help. Write a check. Write a $2 million check or a $1 million check, or do like a fundraiser and work the entire day like Paris Hilton. In spite of the fact that she's being criticized, she's been pretty effective. But she doesn't do it because she knows she doesn't have the raising power, the drawing power of proper celebrities, and that she's most disliked. So she picks on charities that are little known and that will be wide eye, oh, this person came out here, because no. The founder, the 14-year-old girl, had to come out and greet the Duchess to welcome her. I wonder if she curtsied to her. Because this is insane. But what do you guys think? Please leave me your comment. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, beautiful people. It really does help the channel. Thank you very much.